One of our three deceivers once had to outrun a hurricane. You can tell us who you think it is by voting along in the chat. Now let's find out who's telling the truth and who is a chump. Welcome to Chump, everybody, the Rooster Teeth game show all about lying and deception. I'm your host, Jeremy Dooley, and this episode is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Protect your online privacy today by heading to expressvpn.com/RTTV. Now, it's time to introduce the deceivers for today's episode, starting with a deceiver that's never been on the show before. It's Eddie Rivas.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Nice to have you in. We also have a returning deceiver, been on the show quite a bit. It is, of course, Blaine Gibson.
And dog is sleeping. Dog is sleeping.
Oh. The dog is sleeping. And from such shows as Dead Little Roosters, which is going on right now, we have Isa Badiola. Hey! Now only two people can sort out whether or not these deceivers are telling the truth or lying. The first being today's contestant, Chris Damaris.
Hello.
Hey!
I have a confession. Such a weak applause.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I have a confession.
What's your confession?
In chat, I was trying to say it's chump time. I might have accidentally said it's cump time.
Oh no.
So now everyone, your show is now called Cump.
Okay. Very different program. CUMP.
Reminds me of like a clumpy you know what. So
anyway, sorry about that word change.
But the other person
gonna have to run that one past legal.
When I said there's two people who can sort out who's telling the truth and telling a lie, the other person is you, the audience playing along at home. You are the third team in this adventure. And last week, I believe the audience and the deceivers tied for chumpage because, of course, it's not about having the most points. It's about not having the least points. So, audience, I'm counting on you to get out of the slump and get a win again. But we'll see what happens by jumping straight into our first game, which is called What's in Your House? All right, Chris, in this game, we're going to have all three of our deceivers give you a one-sentence description of a bizarre item that is inside their house. However, only one of these items actually exists. The other two are making up items that do not exist and are trying to throw you off and make you think that they are real. You will get to question each of them up to my discretion. I'll tell you when to move on to the next person to try to figure out which item is the real one. So, without further ado, we're going to go down the line and just get a short one-sentence description of these items. Starting with Eddie. So, Eddie, what is in your house?
I've got a movie poster. It's Metal Gear Solid 2, like done like a movie poster, but it's my face over Solid Snake's body.
Okay. A movie poster with Eddie's face. God damn it, Blaine.
Perfect.
Blaine, you are becoming what you hate. Blaine, what is the item in your house?
I have a hot dog that's wearing an Uncle Sam hat.
A hot dog that is wearing an Uncle Sam hat. And Isa, what is in your house?
I have a Katamari diorama made entirely out of paper.
A Katamari diorama made entirely out of paper. So those are your three items. Audience, remember, you are voting along in this game. Little buttons will come up in the chat that you can click. You can change your vote at any time to cast your vote on who has the real item. If you're on mobile, you use hashtags in the chat. So #1 for Eddie, #2 for Blaine, #3 for Isa. And that's only on mobile. So you don't have to do that if you're on a PC. Buttons will come up. Chris, who do you want to question first?
Let's go to Eddie.
All right, we're going with the movie poster first. Declaration from Chris. I like it. There's no time limit, so whenever you're ready to start questioning, go for it.
Why'd you make this poster and why in the first place?
My friends made it for me for my 21st birthday.
What friends?
I have friends. They all went to film school at UNT, and
Okay,
their names are
that's
Daniel
enough.
and Nick.
What?
Okay.
What? All right. And why Solid Snake?
I really like the Metal Gear Solid games, and
Which one's your favorite?
3.
Okay. And why do you still have this shitty poster?
Because it was a really thoughtful gift. They also made a movie.
They made a movie?
Chris is like shitty poster.
What do you mean they made a movie?
They made a movie called Eddie Gear Solid, and then they like did a whole thing where they like wrote me into it and then gave it to me, like sent me the movie and then sent me the poster for my 21st birthday.
Okay. Let's see. It sounds like you have good friends, but that doesn't add up.
Damn. Chris
right.
pulling no punches in his questioning.
Why?
The friends part
what
is pretty
shape is this
pretty rough.
poster in? What shape is this poster in? Is it
Poster shaped, a rectangle.
no? Like, is it torn up? Is it like in good shape still? How is it still in good shape?
Condition.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's in pretty good shape. I mean, I had to go through a couple of moves, so it had to get rolled up. So got a
Is
little
it in
crinkle.
glass?
Yes.
But then,
Ooh, all right, Chris.
oh, and then wait. If it's in glass,
All right.
When I moved it, I rolled it up.
why didn't you transport it in glass?
It's 21 years old.
Your web of lies is falling apart, Eddie.
All right, Chris. We're gonna cut off your question. The slide back in like a moment of realization was great. All right, who do you want to question next about their item?
Issa.
All right, the diorama. Whenever you're ready to question, go for it.
Katamari Damacy.
Yes.
And
No further
why
questions.
that game? Did you make it? You make it yourself?
I did, yes.
And how come I haven't seen anything else you've made of paper mache?
It's paper craft. So it's not
know what that is.
specifically paper mache. Paper craft is you're folding paper and cutting it and gluing it together
Okay.
to make a
Well-
3D model.
Have you made anything else besides this Katamari thing?
Oh yes. I actually have some in the back there. But those are paper craft kits of like existing like other anime things. So
Let me see your fingers. Show me your. Okay, no paper cuts. That's a negative. And when you were making this, did you just take? Is this just a ball of wadded up paper? Is that what you did? Did you just Katamari Damacy some paper into a ball?
just sew some paper and then like glued it on.
Yeah, is that what you did?
No, although I think like the first layer is some parts filler, but then the second layer is actually like crafted pieces of cardstock where I cut and shape it so that way it looks like I have a couple of weights and a dog is in there because you can roll up a dog in the game. I think I have like a building as well since rectangle is pretty easy to make. So
Yeah. Okay, so you have like intricate little things sticking out of this ball. It's not just like wrapping paper.
yeah.
Okay.
All right,
And
Chris, I'm gonna stop you there.
Okay.
That's your questioning for Issa, which that leaves questioning for Blaine, which was a hot dog and an Uncle Sam hat, correct?
Yep.
All right, Chris, whenever you're ready, begin your questioning.
hot dog and apple. Is this plastic? What is
Yes.
this made of?
Plastic.
And why do you have it?
I got it when I was a kid. I really wanted it.
Why? Where?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener? Like, what is that?
Yeah. You ever
that a
been to Wiener
store?
Schnitzel?
That-
No,
is
it's a
that just
hot dog. It's
restaurant?
a hot dog place. They used to call it Tasty Freeze, and then it's Wiener Schnitzel. Sometimes Wiener Schnitzel with a small subtext that says Tasty Freeze.
Wait, why did you want this?
Yeah, I like hot dogs. It was kind of cute. So
Cute.
you put it on your antenna.
And how old were you?
It was an Allen, so probably 10, 12. I mean, I didn't have a car. There was no reason for me to have it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like there's a reason for you to have it now. I've never seen this on your car. I've never seen this at all. Why?
It's quite old.
Yeah, why'd you keep it? You moved a bunch.
It's a hot dog wearing a hat. I don't know. Well, last time I was in Dallas, I brought all my toys back to my house.
Oh yeah, what are some other ones?
A bunch of Star Wars toys. I got
Hamburger
some
wearing
Gundams.
With a samurai sword. What? Like
I do have Batman McDonald's toys. I have like old fast food restaurant toys. Yes.
Yeah, name one.
It's Batman.
Oh, no, more. Name one.
Red Ranger.
Okay. And why Uncle Sam? Why did you care about Uncle Sam's hat? What does that even?
They normally don't have hats, but this was a seasonal exclusive during July 4th.
All right, Chris, that is your questioning. The seasonal exclusive at Wiener Schnitzel. All right, so that all of your questioning about these items has been done here. Audience, you are getting your votes in. You can still change them if someone managed to convince you after you already made a guess. Now, before we lock you in, though, we're going to go to Chris. Chris,
yeah.
Going into this, what do you think? Is there anyone you completely don't believe from this?
Well, I don't believe Blaine. He was starting to panic. He was freaking out. I just don't believe that this is a toy that he would cherish. I mean, Blaine does like his figurines, but wiener dog with a hat? I mean, that doesn't
sound right. It's not a wiener
right.
dog. It's a wiener dog is a different thing. A wiener and a hot dog.
That's even worse.
Are one thing.
Even less reason to keep it.
So it sounds like you're taking Blaine out of the equation, so you're left with Eddie and Issa.
Yeah, and I like Eddie's story, but here's what I think. I don't think there's a poster. I think it's just the movie. I think the poster maybe is the title. I think there's some truth to that, maybe, but I don't believe it because why would he not put it up in glass? Why is falling apart all over the place? I believe Issa, despite the lack that she doesn't look injured from her hands.
Injured.
I assume that she's had this for a long time, and so.
Hey, Chris, when was the last time you slept? I'm just curious.
like this craft is killing her. All right, before we have you lock one in, though, Chris, we're gonna lock in the audience. So, audience, thank you for voting in this game. You are now locked in for game number 1, and best of luck. Hopefully, you can get this point. So, deceivers, remember, you can get 2 points if you manage to fool both the audience and Chris. So, there's 2 points up for grabs there. Chris, it sounds like we know which way you're leaning, but we need an official lock-in from you. So, who has the real item?
Issa.
And do you want to lock that in?
Yeah, I want to lock that in. Lock that shit
All
up.
right, let's lock in Issa as having the papercraft real item. And so the audience is now going to be locked in as well. And they are tabulating the results, and we'll be able to see what they voted on. So we'll see if they agree with Chris and his mentality of despite the paper cuts that it is Issa, or if they went a different way. So do we have the audience numbers? Let's see what they voted. They agreed. Wow, and then a tie, 19% for Blaine and Eddie, but 62% for Issa. So that is a tie right there. So either the deceivers are getting no points or they're getting 2 points. Now, rather than me just say who has the real item, I'm going to count down from 3 and then say reveal, and the person with the actual item will reveal said item. So show the item in 3, 2, 1, reveal. No! The sentimental. Look at him.
That's such a crappy toy, Blaine. Why would you keep that?
I really wanted it. He's got little boots on.
Okay, I like it.
I never put him on my car because, like, I just cherished him too much.
Touching all sides of an invisible box.
But it's Wiener Schnitzel. Chris, there's a Wiener Schnitzel up here in North. There's one in North Austin. We should go sometime. It's great. Hot dogs.
Yeah.
Look at that. That sounds like a
Great
date.
toys, apparently.
For post-COVID, yes.
This episode of CHUMP is brought to you by Bespoke Post. The curators at Bespoke Post have done it again this winter with an all-new lineup of essential Box of Awesome collections for guys, guaranteed to upgrade your life. Whether it's showcase pieces to level up your indoor hosting skills or cozy threads for those blustery days, Bespoke Post only sends guys the best stuff every month. No matter what you're into, Box of Awesome has you covered. From style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, and outdoor gear, Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I've gotten products from Bespoke Post. I got a Damascus steel blade from them that I always bring with me when I go camping or hiking because it's super useful and it's high quality. The items you get from Box of Awesome and Bespoke Post are high quality items. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right Box of Awesome for you. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel at any time. Each box costs only $45, but it has over $70 worth of gear inside. You can get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code CHUMP at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code CHUMP for 20% off your first box. Thank you, Bespoke Post.
So like
Which
good
means,
lying material.
that is good lying material. I think he thought that when he bought it. That's some good lying material right there. Which means the Deceivers come out of that with 2 points, putting them quite heftily in the lead at the end of the first game. However, again, it's not about winning. It's about not losing. So it is a dead heat between Chris and the audience right now as we go into our second game, which is called High School Dilemma. Now, in this game, we'll be giving Chris one true fact about one of our 3 deceivers from their time in high school. All 3 of them will be defending this fact as if it is about them. Chris will get to question each of them for 60 seconds about this fact to try to determine who this fact is actually about. And the fact in question is one of our 3 deceivers lettered in varsity choir. They lettered in varsity choir. So they actually got a letter for it. Now, like I said, all 3 are going to be defending this fact as if it's about them. Audience, you are voting on who you think this is truly about. Point is on the line for you. Point is on the line for Chris. And of course, the deceivers get a point for whoever they manage to fool. So Chris, with 60 seconds to each person, who do you want to start with?
I would like to start with Eddie, but can I make a request?
I'm very excited. Go for it.
I request that all answers be done in song.
If that is your request, then I will grant this request. Please answer Chris in song as to the best of your ability.
Okay.
60 seconds on the clock. Ready, get, set, go.
Varsity choir, why?
Good Lord. Because I like singing. I'm going to try to sing this. Okay. That's still going.
Okay, what is one song you sang in varsity choir?
We did a lot of like show tune type stuff. We did.
Sing it.
Oh gosh. Paul Simon. I can't take it. Sorry.
Why have you never sang to me before?
Never been in this position. Really.
You're in it right now and you're still not doing it.
Okay. You want me to sing something?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything.
Sorry. I'll sing one of the, I'll sing a song that we did.
Go.
If you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal.
Yeah.
Okay. Name 3 things that y'all perform. Go.
Paul Simon medley, Beatles medley, Cats.
Ooh. Couple medleys and then a whole musical. So we got that is the questioning. I love how quickly that fell apart. Of like I would like all of my answers sung, and they just went, I wanted to do choir.
I hope the other contestants can hold this request to a higher bar than
gosh. Damn.
All right, Chris, who do you want to go with next?
Isa. Isa,
Okay.
you're next.
I'll sing for you.
All right.
Okay.
60 seconds on the clock. Ready, get set, go.
How did you get into choir?
I was musical growing up.
And go on.
I followed my brother's footsteps into doing choir.
And when did you varsity? What grade?
I was a junior in high school.
And did you ever sing again after high school? Anything else?
No, because performing arts is a little weird for me now.
You're doing a good job. Better than Eddie.
Thank you.
And what was your favorite song that you sang in choir?
Dang, that's such a good question because we had so many good songs. I liked the Journey songs because high school introduced me to Journey.
And Pam.
Ooh.
I like that you do stop yourself, Chris, when you hear the timer.
I got nervous.
All right, that leaves Blaine. Blaine, we're gonna need you to sing your answers. 60 seconds on the clock to question Blaine. Ready, get set, go.
Blaine, tell me all the things you like about me.
Similar sense of humor. We both like Star Wars. And my dog. And dogs. That's it.
No, just
That's it.
keep it going. Keep it going. Second stanza.
Very funny, very insightful. You're one of my oldest friends at the company. And an old mentor of mine.
He's just shouting.
I don't know what else to
Go
say.
on. I like this.
I'm sweating. Do I keep going?
Yes, go on.
Don't you
Tell
have
me
any
more things.
Don't you have any questions?
I want to know things that. Tell me some compliments about myself if you have any.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Your facial hair looks great lately. You have a very giving soul. I know that you volunteer. Jeez.
All right. Okay, that's what we're letting that. Blaine with a resounding sigh at the end. All right, Chris, I gotta say, well done with the questioning.
Thank you.
Well done, all around. So that is your questioning about this high school dilemma fact. Audience, last chance to change your answers before I feel myself almost saying that.
You can do it too.
Your last chance to change your answers. But Blaine singing. It's the last chance to change your answers. So Chris, before we lock anything in, how are you feeling going into this one? What did you learn from all that?
Well, I was pretty sure it wasn't Blaine in the first place. I just wanted to use the 60 seconds for my own benefit.
figured.
That's wise. That's wise.
And so really it's between Eddie and Isa. Eddie avoided singing pretty much the whole time, which was a big warning sign to me. But then he at the end, he really came in with some good, quick answers. So it's, I don't know. It's between the other Isa and Eddie. It's tough.
We find ourselves in a very similar position to the last game, where we're kind of ignoring Blaine, despite the hot dog being reality. All right, audience, let's lock in your answer. Thank you for playing game number 2. The hot dog returns. All right, so while that is being locked in and the tabulation is happening, Chris, we need an answer from you. So who lettered in varsity choir in high school? Oof.
Isa, I guess.
The tension. The tension in the air.
I guess
All
it's
right.
Isa.
Do we want to do we want to lock in Issa?
I don't. I'm thinking about Eddie.
Okay.
But just do Issa.
That's
Just do
normal.
Issa.
People do that.
All right. Just do Issa. That's as good as locking in. So let's lock in Issa.
Her brother.
Just
the brother
do it.
thing
Just
was good.
do it. The brother thing was good.
You got me. I was like, she's got an alibi. Her brother.
An alibi.
It's not an alibi, Chris.
It's in my genes.
I had to. All right, audience, let's see who you voted at the end of this game. Who lettered in varsity choir? Eddie. The audience has gone for Eddie. No one went for Blaine. 8% for Blaine, 36 for Issa. After that beautiful serenade to Chris there. 8% for Blaine. But so the audience has gone for Eddie. Chris has gone for Issa. So we do have a split here. Someone will be taking the lead. And I can reveal that the person who lettered in varsity choir in high school was Eddie Rivas. Eddie was the one who did it.
It was me.
I was like so close to picking you, Eddie. So close. If you just didn't follow the rules, and that threw me off.
My brain like broke. I thought you might ask me to. I thought you might ask us to sing. I never thought you would ask us to sing the entire thing, and my brain just broke like completely. I was like,
which means Issa's once again fooled Chris.
I just want to
running away with that. Don't believe
Chris, I was in a musical. Like I was in musical theater in high school too, Chris. Just so you know.
Hey.
All right. Well, you're still not in varsity choir. I mean, just about anyone could be in a musical. They have like trees and stuff in the background, Blaine.
Oh my god!
Trees and stuff.
I was Toodles the Lost Boy.
Play.
I was like, with that singing voice.
Yeah. He's working his way up to a rock. This episode of CHUMP is brought to you by Feels. Do you experience stress or have anxiety or chronic pain or have trouble sleeping at least once a week? You're not alone. Many of us do, and that is me included. I had a lot of problems with anxiety, which actually led to me having bad dreams, which led to me having a poor sleep schedule as well. A lot of these things can affect each other. And I was searching for anything that can help, and then I discovered Feels. Feels is a premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. Feels naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. Feels was great for my anxiety. It got me feeling really relaxed, which, like I said before, since the anxiety was causing sleeplessness, helping one thing helped the other things, which is usually the case. Everyone is different, but maybe Feels can also help you. If you're new to CBD, Feels offers a free CBD hotline to help guide your personal experience, and it works naturally. There's no high, hangover, or addiction. Join the Feels community to get Feels delivered to your door every month. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time. Feels has me feeling my best every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to feels.com/chump, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/chump to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/chump. Thank you very much, Feels. So at the end of that game, it means the deceivers get 8 points for fooling Chris, and the audience gets a point for getting Eddie correct. So Chris is now falling behind, is the current chump, but that can all change in our next game because for Chris, there are going to be 2 points up for grabs. Of course, there's 2 points up for grabs for the deceivers and the audience in this one as well. And it is our flagship game, Pushing the Envelope. In this game, I've got these giant envelopes here with no branding on them whatsoever that I am going to mix up, and each one contains a true fact about one of our deceivers. I will redistribute these facts so they could get their own or they could get someone else's. Chris will question them for 60 seconds about the fact they received. So if it's theirs, they're answering truthfully. If it's someone else's, they are lying and getting Chris to think that it is about them. So it's time to hand out these facts, starting with Eddie. Eddie. The fact about Eddie is he took private piano lessons for 8 years without practicing. Private piano lessons for 8 years without practicing. Blaine once tried to give a speech at a ceremony because he didn't know what else to do. Tried to give a speech at a ceremony because he didn't know what else to do. And Issa once raced halfway across the country to outrun a hurricane. Once raced halfway across the country to outrun a hurricane. And that is the fact that we are asking you, audience. So that fact specifically, who raced across the country to outrun a hurricane? Issa is claiming it is about her. And after the questioning, you can decide if you believe her or if you think it's about Blaine or Eddie. If you correctly guess that, you will get 2 points. Chris, at the end of the game, I will just go down the line and ask you to tell me who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie. If you get all 3 right, you will get 2 points for that. If you get 2 right, you'll get a point, and then vice versa for the deceivers on how many you get wrong. And 60 seconds to each person. Who do you want to start with?
Let's start with Eddie.
Starting with Eddie. All right. Private piano lessons for 8 years without practicing. So 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, get set, go.
How did this piano play into your choir?
It helped me understand keys and stuff better.
So did your parents enroll? Like, how did you get enrolled in these classes?
For the piano classes, my mom enrolled me.
What age?
6.
And so when did you finish?
It was like split up into like 2 groups of 4 years. Like I did it from like 6 to 10, and then I took a couple years off, and then I did it again from like 13 to 16 or 17, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And why'd you go back?
When I did the next 4 years?
Yeah, why'd you go back?
Oh, my mom really wanted me to go into it just so I could understand music theory a little bit better, because I was starting to get more interested in choir stuff.
And did you do any of it in college?
I did like a little bit of music theory, and I mostly played guitar in college.
Why did you practice?
I'm lazy.
Damn.
Lazy.
Quick question.
I'm a musical genius, that's why.
Yeah, except for you don't know how to
didn't
sing
need to
on
practice.
command.
Sing on command. All right, Chris, that is your first questioning done. Who do you want to go to next?
Let's go to Blaine.
All right, going to Blaine, who I want to read this one word for word again. Blaine once tried to give a speech at a ceremony because he didn't know what else to do. 60 seconds on the clock to question him about this. Ready, get set, go.
What was the ceremony?
It was a broadcast awards. We had a really big broadcast department at my high school.
And why did you feel like you needed to give a speech?
So I showed up late for work. I was working at Samsonite, and I showed up at the ass end of the ceremony, and I'd gotten an editor award, like editor of the year. And I walked in right as they were announcing it, and I didn't know what to do. So I went up on stage, and I hadn't been there for the previous winners. So I walked up to the podium to grab the award, and then I walked to the microphone and just start saying thank you to like my crew and for everybody, like it was the Oscars. And then they were like, my teacher's like, get off the stage.
What was the name of your teacher?
Miss Armentrout.
Okay, and didn't. I mean, this all sounds on brand. What are the other awards you got?
I think I got a couple awards for like best story, but I missed those announcements.
Okay.
Went to give a speech for one, missed the others. I love how Chris claims that's on brand for Blaine. I love that. The Blaine brand.
You would do something you're not supposed to do at a time to be embarrassing for yourself.
In a moment of panic.
Man,
all right,
I should have asked him what his speech was.
That's true. Yeah. We can only live with regret.
Yes.
But hey, we can always hear
No.
if it's a true thing, we can always hear about it in the post show. Because we do have that. We do have Chump Change where we hear about all the stories. If people are lying, then we get to hear the true ones. And so, Chris, that leaves one more fact to question, and this is the one the audience wants to pay extra close attention to. This is Issa, who is claiming to have raced halfway across the country to outrun a hurricane. 60 seconds are going on the clock for this. Ready, get, set, go.
What year was this?
Ooh, that's a really good question. 2014,
And what was the name of the
I want to
hurricane?
say. That's also a really good question. I don't remember the name. I think it was a girl name though.
You have no idea.
No, I just remember the news stuff being about it. Or like when we were trying to like the flights got canceled, so we were just calling it the hurricane, but we were trying to find a car to rent and try to get
And where
back
were
home.
you?
In Florida.
And who are you with? You're in Florida, and who are
My
you with?
family. It's my family.
Okay, and where were you going?
Back to New Jersey. Yeah, basically.
And did you beat this hurricane? Whose name you can't remember?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, Chris.
No, sadly, you're talking to Issa's ghost, Chris.
Yeah, I'm a ghost. Yeah, it's true. I'm not real.
All right, that is 3 layers of questioning done. One about each fact. Audience, if you believed Issa, make sure to click on Issa there. Or is that fact about Blaine? Is it about Eddie? 2 points on the line for it. Chris, before we go down the line and get your answers, how are you feeling going into this? Is there anyone you completely don't believe? Any holes that you think you punched in the stories? What are you feeling?
Well, I don't believe Issa because she had no details on the hurricane or the year. And I feel like those are things you would remember if you're afraid it would like kill you and your family. And then the Blaine story adds up. It makes sense. So I kind of want to believe Blaine, but Eddie also adds up, makes sense, matches his choir thing. But I don't believe Issa. So there's got to be someone that's swapped up.
Yes, the math does come into play in this game quite a bit. You need these 2 points. So while you mull that over, audience, we're going to lock in your answer on who raced across the country to outrun a hurricane. You are locked in on that. 2 points on the line. Best of luck to you. Chris, we're going to go down the line, and we're just going to hear from you if you think the person is telling the truth or telling a lie. Starting with Eddie, who took piano lessons for 8 years without practicing. Is Eddie telling the truth or telling a lie?
I think he's telling a lie.
Do you want to lock that in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's lock in Eddie as telling a lie. All right, on to Blaine. Blaine, who tried to give a speech at a ceremony because he didn't know what else to do. Is Blaine telling the truth or telling a lie?
Telling truth. Lock him in. Lock him in, coach.
Right. Damn, right away. All right, Blaine locked in as not knowing what to do. Issa lying, you want to lock that? You sounded pretty sure about it. Lock it in.
Yeah, we're committed at this point.
We're committed. All right, locking in Issa as telling a lie. So you think that Issa and Eddie have swapped facts is what you are thinking going into this one. Yeah.
I might be wrong. Maybe everyone's telling the truth and Issa just can't remember. I don't know.
There's a world of possibilities out there. But before we go into it, let's see. Audience, who do you think is telling the truth about this story? They think Eddie. They went Eddie very close. It's actually very close all along the way there. Eddie with 41, Blaine with 36, Issa with 23%. So the audience is going Eddie on this one.
On which story?
All right. On the hurricane. So they're agreeing with you here. Of your assessment. So without further ado, we're going to go down the line, starting with Eddie, who you thought was telling a lie about the piano lessons. And I can reveal that Eddie is indeed telling a lie. You were right about that, Chris. You pulled that one off. Very well done. So things are looking good. You still don't have any points yet. We're going to go on to Blaine, who gave a speech at a ceremony because he didn't know what else to do. You thought Blaine was telling the truth. You thought it was classic Blaine. And I can reveal that Blaine was telling the truth. It was classic Blaine right there, which mathematically, Chris, means that, yes, Issa was telling a lie about the hurricane. Those stories were switched. Chris, you got them all right. We have not had that from a contestant in quite a while, which means you do get 2 points for that performance. However, the audience also was correct that Eddie was the one who went across the country to outrun a hurricane, which means the audience also gets 2 points for that round, meaning that the audience goes to 3 points and the deceivers go to 3 points. Which means the score 3-3-2, an extremely, extremely close game right there.
Who's the CHUMP now?
Got it. It's got a load of CHUMP all over my face.
God. Oh, thank you. They didn't even wait for me to say it. They just stamp them. Just stamp them and call it a day.
In the show.
So, you said, Chris, that you wanted to hear more about Blaine's speech. Well, we will get to hear that, as well as the true stories from Issa and Eddie about the piano lessons and the hurricane that we didn't get to hear in our post show, Chump Change, which you have to be a first member to watch. So thank you, everyone, for watching this episode. Thank you, Chris, Eddie, Blaine, and Issa for coming by. And yeah, we'll be back Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Just head on over to RTTV, watch it live, and you don't even need to be a first member to join in to vote and to play along. So it's for free. Other than that, thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, let us know who managed to fool you in the comments down below. And hey, if you have anyone that you're hoping to see on an episode of Chump, let us know as well, and we'll see what we can work out. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week, 4 p.m. Central Time on RTTV. Goodbye.